Recently, within the past year or so, many people, including larger online content creators and personalities, have dipped their toes into the waters of VTubing, or virtual YouTubers. Whether it's to cash in for views or just try something new, people have been conflicted over how to respond to these new or more mainstream VTubers. Are traditional or OG VTubers better or more pure to the heart of VTubing, or should these newcomers be treated just as fairly and openly? That's for you to judge and me to talk about. Let's start with a little history, shall we? VTubing originated as a rising trend in Japan in the mid-2010s, growing with the help of such pioneers in the community as Kizuna AI, whose channel was made in the late 2016. Though technically not the very first, Ami Yamato gets that title on YouTube, Kizuna went on to gain extreme popularity, becoming the first Twitter-verified VTuber and going on to have her own company dedicated to her in 2020, Kizuna AI Inc. She is an example of the many VTubers which are a part of an organization dedicated to their success in content creation. You've probably heard of some of these companies, including Hololive, Live, and Nijisanji. They supply resources for the creators through contracts as well as backstories for the characters themselves, but that's the very basic rundown of some of them. There are also many independent or indie VTubers, creating content either on their own or with less resources. One of the most interesting things about the community itself is the sheer variety of content that exists. The personalities and characters are all varied from avatar to avatar. Though many people think of a typical anime girl, there are many other art styles and graphic designs for models. The avatars themselves all have their own look and backstory to their look, ranging from Devil Girl to specific professions to Sharks from Atlantis. No, really, look it up. She's the most popular one, and she looks so cute! I also appreciate the variety of content that each channel produces. Being a self-proclaimed variety channel, self-plug, please sub, I enjoy how the audience has the freedom to choose between traditional gaming, to karaoke, and just chatting, to probably some NSFW stuff that I did not want to look up, but hey, it's the internet, you do you as long as no one gets hurt and there's no hate. But anyways, as for the recent climb in mainstream attention, each creator gives their own reasons, which makes sense since all humans have their own opinions and stuff. As well as the desperate need to go outside and see the few people we tolerate in this world, there are a few other factors which some creators mentioned with the cherry on top of my opinion. Now, we have a mini disclaimer. Though I may agree with some of the following creators' discussion points when it comes to certain things, that does not mean I agree with their decisions as people or when it comes to their VTubing decision. I simply offer my humble opinion on their reasons as a person who is interested in many things, with one of them being a possible variety VTuber. Now, back to the convo. One of the reasonings that Pewds mentioned was a quote-unquote reverse face reveal, a la keeping up with the no-face YouTuber hype train, headed by such human beings as Corpse Husband and Dream. While I think this is 100% sarcasm on his part, I honestly can see how this can and does help online content creators who want to feel more engaged and personal with our audience, but still want to keep their privacy or don't feel the most comfortable showing their face on the bright and bubbly positive place that is the internet. Sarcasm. Another one of the points I thought was interesting to discuss was brought up by Poki after her VTubing debut. She mentioned the pressure she felt as a female streamer with the webcam on, as well as the drop in views on days when the webcam was off. Though I'm not sure how much this helped her personally on her VTuber test streams, I'm unsure how much it would help everyone in general, since it tends to be harder to stop a toxic chat and comments. Speaking of, please don't send hate to anyone mentioned in this video or anyone in general. It ain't cool, dude, it really ain't. But if you do want to send me hate mail, at least follow me on Twitter first. Self-plug. In conclusion, I really believe personally that any content creator should be able to try new things to switch up their content. It really sucks whenever people are just put into their boxes and aren't able to do anything else with their lives. And if they prove to be truly interested in the community, give credit where credit is due, or engage positively to learn more about the history and such, I feel like they should be able to participate without constantly being compared and contrasted on Twitter. Though I'm aware that this happens in more fields and content than just VTubing, it's just something I want to put out there, especially as a newer creator who wants to try a lot of things, including VTubing, but was immediately overwhelmed at the amount of rules I had to follow. But let me know what you think. Is one better than the other? Would you like to see a fave content creator of yours try out VTubing? If you want to see how I created this model, my very first model, in like 12 hours, check out my first video on my channel and consider liking and subscribing if you enjoyed this. And consider checking out my other socials as well in my link tree in the description. Happy early birthday, thank you for watching, and see you later! I don't sound confident at all. I'm sorry, everyone.